welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher.
So let's jump right into it.
We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. You guys know what we're here for. We're here for the Hot 10 breakdown of the week. That's right, the 10 hottest comics according to the Key Collector app. I break them down for you one by one, letting you guys know if I'm a buyer here at these prices or if I'd be staying away or possibly even selling. Before we get into every video, guys, I ask it, if you are not a current subscriber of the channel and have been enjoying some of my content, do me a favor, go ahead and click that subscribe button for me because it really does help the channel out. I want you to smash that like button because it helps the algorithm out. And of course, I want you to turn on the notification bell because it lets you guys know when I post new videos. With that said, guys, we're jumping in here at number 10. It is a copy of Marvel Family #1 and the first appearance of Black Adam. For anybody out there who doesn't know, this is a Golden Age book, and it is super scarce. It's CGC 2.5. Just sold last week for a whopping $10,200, up 104% since 2021. Man, this book is absolutely crazy expensive. We all know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to take on the mantle of Black Adam in a future movie that's going to probably, I think, come out next year. Am I spending 10 grand on this book? You know I'm not. This book is so hard to find right now. If you're a huge Black Adam fan and you want to own this book for the long term, do me a favor, go ahead and pick it up. But other than that, I'm staying the hell away from this thing, even though I know The Rock is going to kill it. It's just too much money for this character. At number 9 this week is a copy of Werewolf by Night #1, the first Werewolf by Night in his own solo title, and a CGC 9.0. Just sold last week for $1,080, up 20% since August. Again, we got that rumor out there that the Werewolf's supposed to be in the Moon Knight series. It didn't happen. These books have been spiking ever since then. To me, I'm not spending the money on the 9.0 copy of this book. If you want a copy of Werewolf, go out and get Marvel Spotlight. I think it's issue number 2, his first appearance. To me, that is a way better buy, and I can probably get it in like a very fine copy for about half the price that this 9.0 copy is for. To me, I'm staying away from this one. Just too much money to spend. At number 8 this week is a copy of Incredible Hulk number 449 and the first appearance of the Thunderbolts. However, this copy that we're talking about is a newsstand edition, and you guys know how I feel about newsstand issues. I think they're nonsense. Regardless, a CGC 9.4. Just sold last week for $325, up 63% since January. We know that Thunderbolts are coming. It's already been announced. They're going to have their own Disney Plus series in the future. I think this book is too much money, however, at $300-something. I think we're probably at the peak or close to it at this point now that we got the announcement. If you want to get some Thunderbolt action, try to get the first appearance of every individual character that makes up the Thunderbolts. To me, that is the better buy, not this book. At number 7 this week is another movie or show that's coming to Disney Plus. It is a copy of Avengers #9 and the first appearance of Wonder Man, and a CGC 6.0. Just sold last week for $610, which is actually $20 shy of the all-time high at this grade. I said it last week and I'm saying it again. Do not buy this book. It's a lot of hype with this character. If they really do an awesome show with this character, then go ahead, be my guest, and buy it. Other than that, I think after the show, this book is just going to drop straight down like a rock, like all the other non-major keys that are out there. So again, on this one, I'm staying away as well. Don't spend the money unless you can find a really undervalued copy. At number 6 this week is a copy of Ghost Rider #1, the first appearance of Ghost Rider in his own solo title, and a CGC 4.0. Just sold last week for $400, up 12% over the 12-month rolling average. Like I said, guys, this book has been all over the list, and we didn't get a new high yet. Again, we might see a little bit of trickle-down effect because it has gone a little far too fast. Regardless, at a 4.0 copy for $400, right around that price, I'm definitely a buyer. I do not want to own a really high-grade copy of this book because it's going to cost you a ton of money. If I'm going to spend a lot of money, I'd rather own the first appearance. You guys know that. I've said it time and time again. However, I would like to add this book to my collection when we see the Ghost Rider in the MCU. At number 5 this week is a copy of Fantastic Four number 6 and the first Doom and Submariner team up. That's right, and it's also the first time we have a team up in Marvel of 2 super villains. And a CGC 5.0 just sold last week for a whopping $2,575, up 5% over the 12-month rolling average again. This is a monster Silver Age key, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not spending nowhere near close to $3,000 on the first Marvel team up of supervillains. I think that's way too much money. Again, I would love to own this book, especially with 2 of these characters coming to the MCU shortly, but I gotta be honest, there are better books to buy out there right now than this book. However, if you could find a cheap copy, an undervalued key, I guarantee this one is going to keep going up. I just don't want to spend the money on this book right here. At number 4 this week is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 78 and the first appearance of the Prowler. It's nice to see more ASM books on this list. And a CGC 4.5 just sold last week for $219, up a whopping 109% since 2020. Well, it's been 2 years, so I guess 100% is not that bad. Regardless, I want to own this book, guys, but I don't want to spend $200 on it. I think it's way too much. If you could find yourself a nice, decent, undervalued copy, do me a favor, go pick it up. Other than that, you really have to use your own discretion, and if you want to spend $200-something on this book, to me, I don't want to do it. Even though we did see Donald Glover, supposedly, you know, that is the Prowler, that is the character. Hopefully he shows up in a future Spider-Man film. I don't think it's going to happen. Who knows? That's my opinion. We'll see what happens. At number 3 this week, guys, is a copy of Fantastic Four number 45, the first appearance of Doctor Doom. And you guys know, I know this book all too well. A CGC 7.5 just sold last week for a whopping $40,800, up 43% since 2021. You guys know I'm a buyer of this one. This will get a buy now if you can go out and get your copy right now. You guys know I just picked up my second copy. I've listed my other copy for sale. However, I got to be honest, I am not looking forward to selling that book. I may just hang on to it. So if it doesn't sell in the next probably month or so, I'm probably going to pull it down. But yes, if you can afford to buy this book, do yourself a favor and pick it up. At number 2 this week is a copy of Submariner number 20 and the first battle between Doctor Doom and Submariner. You could see, guys, how hot these 2 characters are. We have the first team up of Doctor Doom and the Submariner, and now we have the first Doctor Doom versus Submariner. And a CGC 9.2 just sold last week for $315, up 142% since 2020. You guys know in the future of the MCU, this looks like where they're going. Submariner is supposed to be the villain in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, and I'm hearing that behind the scenes is going to be Doctor Doom. So you never know, in a future movie, they may battle each other regardless. I don't want to spend $300 on this book for a 9.2. If you can get a lower grade, I'm all for picking this book up because we can get a spike if it does happen in the future of the Marvel movies. And at the top spot this week is a monster blue chip Marvel key. It is a copy of Tales of Suspense number 39 and the first appearance of Tony Stark as the one and only Iron Man. And a CGC 1.0 just broke the bank at a whopping $6,600, up 39% since February. This book has been on and off the list over the past 6 months, and I cannot figure it out. This book really went up when, of course, back in the day when, you know, Marvel had the first Iron Man movie, and then it sat still forever until the past year and a half. And now, all of a sudden, again, after RDJ is no longer playing Iron Man, this book is starting to go up again, and I can't figure it out, other than the fact that it's a major blue chip Marvel key. With that said, you guys know I'm 100% a buyer of this book. If you can get a nice 1.0 copy, I'm all over it for $6,600. I'd be pulling the trigger right now and keeping this in my collection till the end of time. With that said, guys, this is the Hot 10 breakdown of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, it's time for my best buy of the week, and it is really tough here between Tales of Suspense 39 and Fantastic Four for number 45, but I'm going with the guy who's coming to the MCU, not the guy who's been in the MCU, and that is, of course, Fantastic Four number 5, the first appearance of Doctor Doom. And I'm about to break some news right here. I just heard Howard Stern talking about how he's going to be in Doctor Doom. If you guys haven't checked out some of these videos on YouTube right now, go check it out. Supposedly he leaked some info about how he's going to be in Doctor Doom. I don't know if it's going to be a Disney Plus show or a movie coming soon to the MCU, or if it could just be a hoax. Do me a favor, after this video, go ahead and find that video and watch it because there's some great breaking news. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.